Welcome back, guys, to Karis Investment, where investments are made simple. If you're joining us today, the purpose of this video is to let you guys know about ENDO International. Now, I am trading on the market right now. I just want to create this video so you guys could get a heads up. The stock is down roughly 45% right now. We have seen it as low as 60%. Now I've gone in just around 41 cents per share, but let's see if it's still a great deal. Should you invest in Endo or should you stay away? In this video, I will be covering the reason why the stock tanked the way it is, and hey, let's have some fun. Perfect, guys. So if you take a look at my screen, basically this is how the stock has been trading in the past like 2 weeks. We can see we have a huge drop off from above $2 per share to as low as $1.28. And then we see it goes up and down. Since that time, we have seen as low as $1.15. Then we have a recovery. Now, the big thing to take a look at is last week we have let's just go here. We see back on what was it, the 11? Let's see here. So if we take a look back on the 11, we saw a small dip in share price, right, at $1.06. But then we have a small recovery. We see it goes back over $1.20. But then the big news after the day, we saw it dips down to as low as 36 cents, I should say. So we've seen it for 36 cents per share. At that point, it grabs my attention. We can see here a day low of 36 cents, a day high of $1.14. Now, if we take a look back in the analytics here for the last year, we have a year high of $7.07. And then definitely today is a year low of 36 cents. Now, if you guys are wondering if you should invest in this company, as usual, I cannot tell anyone to invest in a particular company because investment is risky. You have to make this that decision. I'm only sharing what we're doing to make sure that you can make the best decision possible. Now, there are a few reasons why the stock price has been performing the way it is. And one, we have seen communication here that says that Endo has been speaking with its creditors in terms of debt restructuring. And then once that news came out, the stock price came down crashing. Now, it says the lawyers of the lenders are or investigating this. There's no way of saying if this news is definitely real or not. Now, if I'm looking back and forth, it's because I'm actually trading on the market still. I did pick up some shares earlier. Now, yes, I am using a trailing stop loss for the day. If your platform that you're using, if it supports a trailing stop loss, highly recommend you should do that. If you like myself, you have to mentally put it in your head that says, hey, you know what? If I see my stock starts to go down by 5%, by 5 cents per share, I can put 2 to 3%. I'm going to sell, right? Sometimes you have to do that because not all platform allows you to use like a trailing like stop loss, right? So you got to make sure you have a mental way of actually protecting your investment should the stock price starts to go lower. As usual, guys, I only will tell you guys the way how I do things, what works for me, to make sure that you don't have to make the hard mistake. But at the end of the day, just do some research, see if you want to go in. At 41 cents was definitely low. We have seen it goes up back to as high as 70 cents. So that was a good swing for me. If we take a look here, we have seen it. Let's just pull up the charts here in the last 15 minutes, right? So we've seen it in the low of 36 cents, but then we saw it do a semi recovery here. This is about 115 to 130. PM, we saw it goes up to a high of 71 cents. It has since came back down. Now where it's at 64 cents. So if you guys are thinking to go in, I highly recommend do your research before you actually go in. As usual, guys, investment is risky when not done properly. So I want to make sure that everyone, before you go and invest, to make sure that you're actually doing proper research to make sure it's a company you want to go in. If it's something that you do not want to go in, there's no pressure. You don't have to invest in it. The reason for the video, as usual, I tell you guys, if I see there are any movements on the stock market, I will definitely take my time to let you guys know. Now, as I said earlier, I got in at a lower price because I got in at 41 cents. I start to set up the stream for you guys, and then boom, I go live to make sure I could get to you guys as fast as I could. Now, if you're subscribed, you will get this notification, so at least you know what's happening. No, the price right now have a larger recovery than what I would have wanted for you to get. So there's no pressure to go in. However, if you were thinking before, if you wanted to go in the stock, it is still a great opportunity. But I would prefer if you get it in the 40s, like 45 cents and below, or even if it drops below, say 40 cents, it would have still been a better pickup. Now, similar situation we saw last week. I created a video and I let you guys know that, hey, if you're looking for a company in the finance space, I gave you guys two companies. I gave you Affirms Holding and I gave you guys Upstart. Now, if you guys watch that stream as well, similar to what I'm doing right now, since I believe last Tuesday, since I create that stream, we have seen those two companies have risen more than 80% in profit, right? I let you guys know at the time, I think Affirms Holding was trading at $15 or $16, and I said, you know what? I would like to go in at below $14.50. We have seen it drops in the 13.80. So if you have get in at 14.50 and below, that have close been like 85%. We have seen it touches $27 today. The same goes for Upstart. We have seen it in the 26. I recommend to buy at $26 per share. And if you guys got in terms of Upstart, we'll take a look here. We have seen that Upstart was up at $53 per share. That's more than almost 90% if you jump on those two trades that I recommend. So similar to what I'm doing right now, guys, if I see there are opportunity on the market, I will definitely let you guys know. However, and this is a big however, there is no pressure. You do not have to buy these stocks that I'm recommending. It's only being open and letting you guys know the opportunities. Okay, I don't want to say sharing, but it's just letting you guys know there are opportunities if you buy like these stocks. In the short term, you can make this much profit, or in the long term, you can make this much. Now, keep in mind that stock or any kind of investment is risky, right? Same as though you can make 50% or how you can make 90% on a trade. That's the same situation. You can lose the same thing as well, right? So a lot of people go in with this closed mind thinking, hey, I don't want to go in and I'm scared of this and I will lose. Yes, you can lose money, right? This is why you got to have a mental plan that says, hey, you know what? I'm going in at this price. Here is where I'm going in. If it starts to drop, I'm okay losing 5 cents per share. Like stuff like that will make a huge difference, right? With most platform, like I think TD and I think RBC and a few other banks, they don't allow you to use a trailing stop loss or any stop loss if I think it's less than $1 per share. I know with TD for sure you cannot use it with ENDO. So at that point, you have to create your own mental stop loss, meaning that if you got in at 41 cents, I'm okay to lose 5 cents per share. So you keep moving that trailing stop loss. Okay, now it's trading at 70 cents per share, 71 cents. Okay, I'm still okay to lose, say, 8 cents per share, right? So that's the exact same thing in my situation. I got at 41 cents. Okay, I'm okay to lose 5 cents. Okay, starts to rise up to 65%. Now I'm in profit now. I'm okay. I'm okay to lose 8 cents per share. So if it drops below 62, 63 cents, then I know I have to sell and get out. So this is all you guys have to really do. There's someone in the chat here. Let's see here. Daniel, let's see. I got in at 63 cents as well. Biotechs have been beaten up. They're still offering like end the liquidation value at $2 per share. Those two I will have to do more research there on that one, Daniel. I always do research, guys, and I appreciate the question there, Daniel. It's very risky at the moment, right now, as I said. You still got to take precaution, but we say the same thing with Veru. Last week, I said, hey, don't forget and don't jump, don't give up on Veru, right? At $6.88, right? If you had shares before, I'd say $10 per share or $11 per share. At $6.88, I keep adding more shares, right? So I told a few friends reach out to me and I said the exact same thing. I said, hey, if you're willing to buy at $15 per share, okay, why aren't you willing to buy at $6.80 per share, right? So those are the kind of mindset you have to be at the end of the day. So with Veru, I'm happy to say if you guys were following that video, Veru, we think Veru breaks, I think 1637 in the regular trading hours, but in the pre-market it was up a tad higher. So those were two great trade for the day. We have seen it came down a bit, and you have to watch the biotech right now is getting a beaten for sure. But guys, make sure that you're using. So I think my stop loss will definitely trigger right now. We see the endo is down at 63 cents. So I'm gonna wait for a bit first to see if I will go back in again. If you made profit, you have to think. For example, I got in at 41 cents. So at 63 cents, because it should sell because it came back down in that range. So we're looking at just around like 53 cents in profit in since 12, what was it, 12:45, 12:50, and the time now is 1:59 p.m. So in 1 hour you made 50% in profit, right? It's a great trade, right? But again, if you're planning to go long term, it's totally up to you. Make sure you do some research. Don't chase the prices. Just wait for prices that you want to get in, and use a mental stop loss if you can, if you want to be protected. But again, if you wanted to buy this exact same stock at $1.20 last week, this price is a great deal. Now, be careful of most of the bio company right now, because we saw a huge run in 2020 and 2021. Then we saw a cool down period in 2022. If you take a look at the EV side, similar thing. We saw a huge run in 2020 and 2021, and in 2022 was flat, and then we saw like a mini spike, and then it's flat again. But keep in mind, Sunshine Biofarm, it looks like it's dying right now, but I'm still not giving up on that one. We saw with Veru what it can do. And you want to get these huge boosts, guys. So make sure if you're investing in these companies, don't invest with money that you really need right now, because then you will be hurried to sell to take a quick profit than what you could wait for a little bit more. So again, like, share, and subscribe. I only wanted to do a quick, short video, so if anyone missed out, then they could definitely be aware of what's going on. I will be doing a few videos later on so we could dive deep into it. But as usual, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, it's KRS Investment, where we make investments simple and protect your capital and peace.